Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? GG is back. Oh my goodness, another 5-head going on. There we go. I guess I should probably look at the green screen camera first or something before I start streaming. It makes it look like I got bald. Getting there, but not yet. Nope, not yet. Nope. Still holding on to as much hair as I can. Super gluing it down there. But how's everybody doing today? Oh, Little Mac, thank you so much for rejoining the memberships. Thank you so very much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that you were doing, having to save up some cash and everything else. So I hope everything is going fantastic for you, dude. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that everyone is doing very well today. Hope they enjoyed the Mother's Day weekend. If you have any little spoiled brats out there and they didn't call you, well, make sure you guilt trip them to hell. But yeah, thank you so much, folks. You guys are all awesome. The channel support means so very much to me. It's overwhelming sometimes, so it's hard for me to find the words even on top of the fiber fog, so you guys are awesome. Thank you so very much. But don't forget, we got about 1 minute and 25 seconds. Get your drinks, get your snacks, and get your butts in the comfiest positions, because we're going to kick back, relax, unwind, and show off some of the hard work I did with my gaming club with the latest update. As I had mentioned in the chat just previously before we went live, is this game was the only one that didn't get minimized every time I got disconnected from the internet. I could play it all the way through. And when I was recording, everything seemed to be good until I went back and did the videos. There was some corrupt segments, so I kind of pieced everything together to make a video out of it. Then when I went to YouTube and tried to upload the videos, the dang things kept timing out because I'd lose internet. And then in the end, those two uploads got corrupted, or the videos got corrupted, and it's like, you know what? I'm just going to continue playing it and having a good time during the month and a half that I was gone. So there's been a lot of work done, and I can't wait to show it off to you folks. They did fantastic. There's cookies. Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But I do have my trusty dusty, well, I guess I hope it's not dusty, hot chocolate. So make sure to keep hydrated, folks. We're coming into the spring/summer months here. Actually, I got some beautiful flowers coming up on our ornamental apple tree here. Some like little tiny crab apple tree. Looks beautiful, smells amazing, and it's just a reminder that we got ourselves some wonderful weather coming. So let's just get ready and jump into the game, shall we? Oh, whoops. I forgot to switch over the game to the screen. One moment. My bad, my bad, my bad. Should pop. There we go. Game's popped. Oh, don't want to exit. I want to exit out of that with the tabs. So here we are, folks. As you can see, I need some food, water, and some happiness. I guess, I gotta find a real woman one of these days. But anyway, so here we go. This is what I've done so far into here. Now, there was a couple of additional tutorial things that said, put a poster or 2 in there. So we put a poster or 3 or 5 or all of them, actually. But hey, Jack, welcome back. Welcome back. And so, yeah, this is what we got done so far in here. Then we have a second room in behind. And here's the second room. So let's get the lights turned on over here as well. So we got the best of the best of the best of the best all set up in here. And finally, once again, more of the best of the best of the best in here. So I started off in this room with the simple desk here. And about 1 computer, which became 2 computers, which became 4 computers. And then became 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which became 8 computers. And then I added in 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 computers into here. Got them all rocking and rolling. Then I let the game play pretty much overnight, and I was able to completely fill this room with all the best of the best of the best. So, yes, definitely lots of tropical. I love that heart emoji. That is so cute. Here, have my heart. I love it. So, what do we got to do? What do we got to do? Well, we got to get the store open. So press the number 1 key. Let's unlock that so we can get some peeps in here. Let's see. Enable. All right, it's going to take a little minute. It's going to take a minute. We got a lot of computers to go through. And I don't know how many may have broken down since the last time that I played. So we might find a PC or two that goes nope. So those are enabled. Enabled, enabled, enabled. Those are all enabled. Oh, even more. As you can see, we got a few. Just a few. And now we're getting into the lower end computers. Okay. Yeah, just a minute here. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna we need an enable all function. When you start getting this many, you need an enable all. Okay. Phew. That's done. So let's come on over here. Looks like we got a computer down. Nope. That one works. Okay. Hold on. We should probably take a look and see what our antivirus packages are at. Okay, we've got 23 days, so we're good there. Excellent, excellent. Oh, no, no. Oh, there we go. How about you? Oh, you're running. Okay. You? Yeah, you turn on. Okay. Any other black screens? Yep, we got one over here. The chores of owning a computer business, I tell you. Okay, let's go into here, see do we have any that... oh, we got one over here that didn't want to turn on. Let's find out why. Hold on, let's go X. We'll take that. Put that back down there. That way we can turn it on. Uh-huh. These are turned on. Turned on. Turned on. Let's get rid of the X on that. We don't want to pick up the desk because that's just a pain in the butt. Okay, that one's turned on. Oh, another one. So many PCs. And... oh, it was there for a second. I saw it. I seen it. There we go. So we also have now air conditioners, and it looks like ours are starting to get a little bit old and used, so we might have to go and purchase some more of those. Let's get this one turned on. These are all on. Those are all on. These are on. Those are on. Oh, you disgusting peglet. Cover your mouth, please. Don't you see I have ladies in the stream? Come on, rude dude. Okay. There we go. Look at that. And I didn't have one computer that was broken down. Sweet. Alright. The only problem with having this many computers is you got this many footprints. Hey, can't you see me washing the floor here? Sheesh. Okay, now that's loud. Hold on here. Let's go over to the volumes. Let's try that. Let's see if that helps. Apparently not. I don't know why it's not, but so we'll just go over here and turn it down there. That's still freaking loud. What the hell? Hold on. Escape. Escape. Settings. Master volume. Let's turn you down to there. Come on. Let me out. Alright. That should be better for you folks, not blaring out your eardrums with the mopping sounds. Okay. Looking better. Looking batters. Yeah, that's the only downside of having this many PCs is it becomes mopping simulator. But every computer has got every game in it, and I think that you can only build like 20 profiles, so they're going to have to share. That's the way I look at it. They're doing the family share thing. All right, let's go get ourselves some food and that for ourselves. All right. Oh, nope. Wait a minute. That's the headlights. Where's the key? Ah, over here. Right, British vehicle. Yes, I know, driving with the door open again. If your mom made that much noise, you take it back to the store? Yeah, no doubt. It didn't get ringed out well, did it? Alright, so... I don't remember. Hold on. Which side is the fuel tank on? Passenger side, alright. So if we take a look at our cash monies, we have 68,794. Yeah, I've done the work. I've been doing the work. Alright, we'll call that good. Turn off the ignition. We don't need any explosiones. Not that it's in-game or anything else, but, you know, we can roleplay it. Alright. What's that pump was that? Pump number 2. Okay, let's see here. Pump number 2. Let's put in... let's give it 20 liters. Alright, so we grab onto you. Oops, I said grab onto you. Open. How do we twist that off? I don't know. Maybe this will work? Get over here. Why are you so shy? There we go. Don't know if it'll take the full 20 liters, but if it does, we're happy. We didn't overpay. Alright. Oh. Not only did it move the again. Hey! Cannot get it into its holder. Sheesh. Alright, we're just gonna run across the street over... Hey, sometimes that glitchy. Yeah, we need an FPS cap on this thing for sure. Alright, so let's get ourselves 2 Dr. Peppers and 3 hot dogs. That's a good lunch, right? Alright, so we're going to take, drink, take, drink, take, and eat. Dad and I removed a crabapple tree in September. Will be 2 years. Oh wow, Carl, welcome back. Yeah, no, our ornamental tree that we have here, absolutely love it. It's got all these beautiful pink flowers and everything else on there. If I remember after stream, I'll go, I'll take a picture of it and post the link in the Discord. It's just getting all nice and fulled up, which is weird because my neighbor on the other side, like literally my neighbor, has got a tree that, I mean, both trees are kind of touching each other, but his buds are just barely coming out and mine are in full swing. But mind you, I take care of all the plants and everything else around here, right? So I was hoping to do another garden this year, but when I did a quick soil sample, it looks like I need to let my garden go to fallow for 1 more year. Just because the potatoes and everything just rip all the nutrients out so harsh, right? So yeah, not much I can do about that. Okay, get rid of that. So this is the new building here, folks. It's a fair size. I've gone and I've placed my crowbar, my what do you want to call that, jack stand, and the extra fuel case over here. And we should probably, yeah, see, this thing is moving really slow. We should probably buy a new one of those. So let's, oh, it's filthy in here already. Let's take the wrench, come on up and underneath it, unpin it, come over here, unpin this one. Let's just put the wrench down here. And if we take a look at the wear, yeah, 87%. You know what? For 87%, we're just going to toss it. It's not like we don't have the money right now. Yeah, exactly. Just can't be walking around with all that type of money. Yeah, I wish that there was a way to bank it other than putting it onto your credit card, but that's the only way that they have it right now, and I'd rather not. I'd rather not put it on the credit card. Why do I want to pay a company for them to get more and more cash, right? So let's come on over here. Let's make a purchase. All right. Make another purchase. Whee! Hold on. Get over here. Uh-oh. It is getting kind of dark out. Now, so your happiness is either filled by food or by sleeping. My kind of game. Make me happy to sleep? Okay. F? I know that it was a way to put this up here. Maybe I have to put the other one up first. Whoa! Hi, pal. What do I do with my... Oh, it's right there. Okay. It's so dark. There's no flashlight, was there? I don't think there's a flashlight. We'll grab you. And we'll get this put into posizione in just a second. Alright, hold on. That's what it is. Okay. I forgot. You gotta have a wrench in hand. Oh, that's likened to spinning. There we go. Nice and cool for everybody. Let's just take a quick moment, get home, get our sleep on so we can, excuse me, get our daytime back. It's a little dark out here. Yeah. Could you imagine just walking around with 67K in your wallet? Like, oh, man. I'd definitely be getting Caveman a new bike. So, yeah, folks, I was out this weekend when I wasn't streaming and everything else. I was looking on Kijiji. I went and looked at several of the bike stores and everything else around here. And they are out to lunch for how much they want to charge for a bicycle. Like, it is nutso how much they want for bicycles now. Like $300. Like, are you kidding me? $300. Like, I mean, I wouldn't mind paying like 180 or something for a good bike, but not $300. Like, wow, that is nuts. Jeremy, hey, my man, welcome back. Welcome back. All right. Avert your eyes, ladies. Avert your eyes. If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the seedy. But I didn't make a mess this time, so we're good. Yeah, only 300. Well, so I would like to get Captain Caveman. So I went and looked around online and everything else. So because he is 56 inches tall at the age of 7, like he's the size of a 12-year-old, I need to move to an upsize to an adult-size bike. And so it needs to be, I went and looked at the 20, like I literally went to the B&P Cycle and I was looking at the 20-inch wheels and frames, and he would be too big for that within, like, before next season. So I'm looking around at getting a 22-inch bike for him. Well, apparently you got 20-inch, 22-inch, 24-inch, and 26-inch. Now, 26-inch, they're saying, you know, you got to be like, you know, over 6 feet to ride. And yeah, I agree with them. Those are big BMX-style bikes. But any of the bikes that had, or any of the BMX bikes that had derailleurs on them were just massively overpriced. Now, because Captain Caveman has got the same issues with his flexibility in his legs, so he's pretty much got the same muscle disorder that I have. I need to get him a bike that's got different gear ratios, because if he's only just got that one solid single gear, it's just going to cause him too much pain and discomfort, and he won't want to bike ride around. So I need to get one with a derailleur system on it. Now, when I was younger, the only bikes that had them at the time was the Mongoose series. And so I was looking around, and I did find one, but yeah, they wanted $780 for it. So I was like, okay, so Captain Caveman might have to just start off with a single gear style BMX. And so then I was looking online and everything, looking up Kijiji and stuff like that. But the ones that I looked at that I saw for the 22-inch, they look pretty sketch. Like, when I messaged a couple people, like, hey, would you mind meeting me at the police station so I could get the serial number ran before I purchased, I would get zero response back. This one guy's like, oh, yeah, my bike was already sold, and then the ad is still up 3 days later, and he dropped it $60. So, yeah, that really makes me think that it's not an up-and-up deal, and I refuse to pay crime, right? So, nope, not going to happen. But yeah, I mean, to get him a bike that I know he'll be comfortable with, he'll want to ride more often and everything. He's going to take a little bit more homework on my side of things. So definitely, I'm going to just kind of keep my eyes open and see what we can find. So, oh, we're at 0% here. Let's go. Let's go get a walk on so we can burn off all those calories from the hot dogs and Dr. Peppers. Yeah, the 300, Jack, those were the used bikes. That's not brand new. Now, if I wanted to go get like him a cheaper Walmart bike that's got the really thin rims and everything, I can't do that. The kid, you know, he weighs over 100 pounds. He's a big, big boy. And I remember when I was a kid that, you know, when I got up to that weight around the age of 12, I was bending rims on the cheaper Zellers and, you know, type bikes and stuff. So I really don't want to get him something that is going to, you know, not last him. So yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I was looking at the Walmart bikes and, you know, they want a minimum of 275, I think it was, for this one Hyper X. Now, personally, me as a person, the coloring on that thing was like way like psychedelic, like somebody was doing acid with that thing, right? Like when they painted it, it's a heavy, 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 heavy amount of colorings and everything else on there. And you know, I asked him last year, I'm like, hey, you know, if you could have a bike, what color would you want? And he's like, black and green, Dad. That would be the best bike that you know, that would be my favoriteest colors that I could get on a bike. So I was looking around at, you know, trying to see, and it's like, you know, for some of these prices, maybe I can get him a used one and then, you know, paint it black and then do my best to paint some, you know, the green color flames and that on it for him. But just unbelievable at the prices that people want for these bikes nowadays. It's like, whoa, you guys are out to lunch if you think anybody can afford that, especially in this economy. All right, we get our food on. We get our drink on. All right, so where are we at? So thirst is good. Hunger's all right. Can probably eat one more for the hunger. Happiness is really spiked up because we went and did the sleep thing. And you know what? We'll do one more for thirst. Okay. Now, when it comes to skills, folks, if you click on the skills tab, you got to completely finish all the skills before you can unlock these ones. So this one here, this is the customers are likely to sit around in the store longer, spend more money, like that one. This one here, customers with 20% probability to leave a tip, like that one too. And this allows you to automatically decompose products from the basket into the vending machine. This is awesome. So let's just see where we're at right now. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, come over to here, open it, you place this in and close the door as fast as you can, and poof, it automatically stacks them all up like that. But if you have too much in the basket and you try doing that, you can't get the door closed and pieces start falling out and just, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. But so far, and I even got a PC for me. Here are all the books. I've got all my skills done up. I've got a couple extra PCs just waiting over here as well for when things do break down. So these computers in here hardly ever get used. As you can see, ain't no footprints over here, folks. Ain't no footprints at all. So it just basically tells me I got good pricing going for all these bigger, better computers here. So let's unpin this. Set this down. We'll do a wear check. That's at 88%. So you know what? We'll go ahead and grab you. We'll go and replace this one as well. Hey, Venomous, how you doing, my man? How you doing? What's up? My hopes are up. One of these days I'll be able to get on to the good old trusty AISH, which is the applied income for, sorry, I can't remember what is it? Assured income for the severely handicapped, which I hate that. Should be for the severely unfortunate. But yeah, that program's been around since like the 70s, so I can understand why they use that. I mean, they changed the buses from they used to call them handicap buses. Now they call them mobility buses, which I think is the best way to do it. There's a counterfeit Jack here. Yeah, it's you, Reap. Venomous has been around for years. But it's all good. Oh, man. Yeah, no, so, yeah. Oh, man, Venomous is... Man, it's been a what? Jeez, are we coming up to 5 years that you've been hanging out in the streams? It's been a while. It's been a long time. But, yeah, I hope you're doing well, dude. I hope everybody's doing well. Yeah. So I've been really enjoying playing this game during my time off. So I, you know, as you can tell, right? I mean, come on. How many other tubers out there got this going on, right? So I did have an extra row of PCs into here, but every time I loaded the game up, the chairs would bang into each other and the computers wouldn't, like, I would have to keep moving things around in order to get the computers back online and that. So I just removed the additional row. So this way, if some burglar comes in and looks through the windows, they're like, oh, this place has only got cheap PCs, you know, so they're not going to rip us off, right? That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, you know, like, yeah, you know, I agree with you, Penny. It's just, you know, it's just a name that just, it's got negative connotation to it, and I don't like that fact, you know? I do not like that. Okay, so it comes through hither. Oh, whoops. Let's just run through these desks. And grab you. And get you attached. There we go. So now everybody's nice and cool. Yeah, Gold Hunter's still a joke? Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I gotta give the Hydroneer dev credit. He, you know, like, I called it when I did my first 2 videos. You know, I was like, this guy needs help. You know, I don't think he'd gone to school for anything. You know, the game needs a lot of work. And since that time, you know, 3 years later, you know, he's, you know, got himself a secondary partner. And from what I can tell, he has definitely done the work. Oh, hold on. Hold on. No wonder why you guys can't see what's going on. My ugly mug is in the way. Here, let me just kill that. Let me just kill the light that's up in the corner. Hold on. Damn light's being a pain in the ass. Turn off. Turn off. I don't want... Turn off. Turn off. What the... Yeah, okay. I don't understand. Sometimes this light up here, it's a touch-sensitive light, and every once in a while, it's like, nope, you do not have the... There you go, 66,398, and we just bought 2 of those. It's like it doesn't register me tapping it. I don't understand why. Some days it works just fine, and other days, like right now, I mean, I'm punching that thing like at least 12 times before it finally dimmed down one, and then had to hit it like another 6 or 7 times before it dimmed down to the second one, and I had to do it again for another 10 times before it turned down to the lowest setting, and then another 10 times in order to get the dang thing just to turn off. I don't understand why it's like that. Same with my phone, though. I don't know if it's like my fingers don't have the electrical conductivity or something for touchscreens and that to work. But yeah, no, I've several times when they first came out with the touchscreens for the Interact machines, you know, the debit card and credit card machines, where they had all the touchscreen things, I couldn't get the dang things to work. Like, I don't know, is it because I have too many calluses on my hands? I mean, yeah, I mean, most of my life, you know, I worked on the farm with, you know, the family and that, so is that why? I just don't know. Like, I've never been able to use the fingerprint scanner on my phone. I've always had to use a password because it just does not recognize it. It's just like, you know, it's like you can sit there and put your finger on it for hours and nothing happens. Yes, this game definitely needs a Roomba. I hope that's something that comes into the future because, as you can see, like right now, it's just mopping simulator, right? Mop, mop, mop all day long. Mop, mop, mop while I sing my song. You know, it's not something I want to do for the majority of the game when you get this many PCs up and running. All right, so we're going to grab our crowbar, and I'm going to show you the next added feature that came in this April update, Once again, sorry that it took so long, folks, but I can't sweat the things I can't control, and my ISP provider can't control them. So you just beat on all these little chunks of garbage here, and eventually you'll find a computer part. And it's not so much wet or sweaty, Carl. They just don't register. And like I said, it's not just my phone. It's hundreds of things. It's the touch lamps. It's the ATM pads machines, you know, at the stores. It drives me freaking bonkers, to tell you the truth. Now, I'll be sitting there and going, trying to press checking, trying to press checking, trying to press checking, trying to press checking. And then I'll look over at the clerk and I'm like, can you press checking for me, please? Because I'm doing it and it doesn't work. Sanofa, how are you doing? How is life treating you? Keeping busy, I hope. I've been enjoying being back to streaming again now that the interwebs are all sorted. Like, oh, took forever. You know, I haven't really gone around the full city to see where all these trash piles are, so let's go for a walkabout, shall we? Anything in here? Nope. So let's just head this way. But yeah, I do not know why. I don't know. But then again, even when I was a little kid, you know how when you take your feet and you walk across carpet and you do that shuffle thing, you know, you go up to like your brother and you go to shock him? My brother used to do it to me all the time, but I could never return the favor. Never could return the favor. However, about, 10 to 15 minutes later, when I'd go try to touch a light switch, I'd zap the hell out of myself from it, though. Snap! I was like, ooh, ouch, okay, okay. Okay, so, for some reason I can't zap my brother, but the light switch can zap me? Like, no fair. No fair. My brother would zap me all the time, thinking it was hilarious, because I couldn't get him back. Yeah, just press me. Yeah, I'd have to have a woman in the neighborhood that I, you know, truly cared for any of that to happen there, Jack. But, I mean, right now, you know, as things go, I'm just focusing on, you know, Captain Caveman and, you know, if things happen, but at this time, you know, I'm not on the prowl. I need to get myself financially situated and sorted again before, you know, I can feel comfortable with, you know, having a partner of sorts. Because I can't even afford to get flowers on Valentine's Day right now. Whoa. No, I don't think so. Let's go and check that out, Venomous. Let's go check that out. But I'm pretty sure it's just those rubble piles, because that's what it said in the update was rubble piles. It didn't say anything about trash cans, so negative. Wow, I'm having no luck today. I'm just not getting anything out of these rubble piles. Alright, let's see here. Nope, nothing. Okay. Yeah, you betcha. The government would definitely look at it and go, hey, so while you're on income supports, they got you pretty much on lockdown here, right? For what you can and cannot spend money on. If you are on the ACE, the assured income, then you have a lot more leeway. You know, their audits aren't nearly as rough as they are when you're on income supports, especially because I have such fluctuating up and down income due to the YouTubes. And yeah, so I mean, I got a notice, what was it, I think in November or whatever it was there, when I didn't receive a check from YouTube, and they're like, well, you know, if you're not going to get, you know, the minimum, you know, within 3 months on YouTube, we're going to have to ask you to stop doing YouTube, you know, otherwise you could lose your benefit. Like, geez, that's rough. You know, I mean, how do they expect somebody who's, you know, has an impairment to get themselves monetized within 3 months? I mean, you've got to be like within the 1%ers. Like, and so they don't understand, right? Like, they just have no idea. They've never done it themselves in order to understand the culture around it. So, you know, I've put in you know, I've done my work. I've put in letters to the local MLAs and, you know, our representatives within the government to say like, hey, you know, like this is kind of crazy. They need to get educated on this before they start dictating. I mean, last time I checked, we lived in a free society, not a dictatorship. And then they go ahead and they pass a law that compels us that, you know, we no longer have free speech in Canada. So if somebody, you know, identifies with a lawnmower, we have to call them lawnmower. You know, like it's just, it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. You can't make even a single mistake. You know, you look at somebody like, hey, dude, like, I identify as a woman. Like, oh, I am so sorry, miss. But just because I already said, hey, dude, they can come after you and sue your ass off. Like, that's just BS as far as I'm concerned. Make you trash scavenging cool again. Yeah, because so I haven't seen any more of these piles. Oh, yeah, and this happens. Every once in a while, we get a stuck dude. So that's something else that the dev needs to work on. But at least he isn't blocking my my way of making money. I don't think. I've never really paid attention if whether or not people are coming in and dropping cash now or not. So I have to keep an eye on that when they go to leave, if they're still paying their bill. If they're not paying their bill, we got to close the store, reopen the store in order to get that fixed. That's what you call everybody, fuckhead. Yeah, you know, like, oh. Back in my day, you know, we were tolerant, you know, like, doesn't matter, you know, you can be whoever you want to be. We have no problem with that at all. What I have a problem with is, you know, living in a free country that's no longer free, you know? Like, it's scary to think what, you know, people seem to think that they should have, you know, rights over and control me. Alright, so that guy's paying. We're good. Alright, so paying customers, we're good. Alright, let's just get this cleaned up. So, as you can see, also the way that I set up the desk is so that way we have, like, track areas. Because if we had, like, you know, one row going this way and then a couple of rows going this way, we would have just mud tracks all over the place. So at least by doing it this way, I can kind of control where the traffic goes to kind of keep the footprint somewhat consolidated. Alright. And I just cleaned up in here. I just cleaned this place up. We need like a carpet at the front too that, you know, decreases the amount of dirt. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Wipe your feet before you come in after feeding the cattle. Come on, guy. Come on. Yeah, I look forward to seeing what the developer comes up with. I mean, I know that he's listening to feedback. However, is he acting on the feedback? I can't really say too much towards that. So, right from day one, everybody's been complaining about this game being pretty much a mop simulator. And that was when we had just the one small location from the previous updates. So, yeah, he's added skills. And he made the mopping easier. So let's just go back over the skills here. So skills, we got carrier. So I'm now able to carry up to 7 items at the same time. I don't know what the strength is all about. It has no function in the game whatsoever that I can tell. Remove more dirt by 100%. Like when we first started, it would take you like 3 swipes to get 1 footprint off the floor. So by the time you get up to here, it's nice. You only get once. Eloquence, so you can get 20% up to a discount. The ability to release your stresses by like 20%, but I've never seen my stress go up or down. I don't understand that. Even when we have full on, you know, you gotta pee, you got no happiness, you're hungry, you're thirsty, you know, that type of stuff. Then finally, the crowbar here, so allows you to get rid of those piles in 3 strikes instead of 10 strikes, so. Yeah, I don't know if he thought that by making the mopping a little bit easier was going to satiate the public demand, but it's too much. It is too much. It needs to be reduced by at least 65 to 75%, in my opinion. Yeah. You're thinking for covering a wider area? Yeah, something like that, yeah. Yeah, no, I could only understand that, you know, you know, MS is brutal, you know, and I have the exact same problem. I mean, if I go to a restaurant and I tell the lady, look, you know, I have an intolerance for tomatoes, you know, I cannot eat tomato seeds. If I eat tomato seeds, I get the worst canker sores in my mouth, and I get a little bit swollen everywhere. Like, I mean, it's not like to the point where I need an EpiPen anymore. When I was a kid, I did. But as I've gotten older, it's gotten way less. So I can't call it an allergic reaction now. I can call it an intolerance. But, I mean, I don't want to live with blisters in my mouth and stuff like that. And so, you know, I'll go to a restaurant and I'll order a burger. I'm like, no tomatoes, please. You know, and the waitress will go ahead and, you know, she'll take my order, and then I'll come back and there'll be tomatoes on it. And I'll be like, can I see your notepad of what you put onto it? And if she put on there no tomatoes, then I give the cook hell. But if she didn't put on her notepad no tomatoes, I'll give her hell. You know, and then they get a $0 tip. Sorry, but it's like, you're causing me pain and discomfort. You ain't getting nothing. No, I haven't tried Out of Ore because my computer is so old, and I know the way that voxel games work, that we would just be walking into a slideshow. The game is nowhere near optimized enough for my old machine. Maybe later on, but as it stands right now, unfortunately not. And I don't need the frustration because, you know, I can be a grumpy old git when that happens, right? So... can you come back on screen? Normally I do, like I usually hold on for a little bit of a while, but I'm trying to prevent myself from getting the additional headaches. You gotta remember, I got the baby grayish blue eyes, so I'm extremely sensitive to light, and the spotlight that I need in order to give a good green screen effect without giving a pixelated mass in a square in the corner, that light really does bother me quite a bit. So I try to just keep it for just the opening for a little bit, and then we shut her down for most of the stream, because I mean, come on, the game is supposed to be the main star of the show. I am just secondary as far as I'm concerned. You know, we're here to play games and enjoy and have a good time and converse and that. I have a machine that's over 10 years old, Venomous. It's an i7-4770K with a 1080 Ti in it. That's what I'm rocking here. And there are some games that, you know, I can play very well, but there's some games that I can't, and voxel ones happen to be that way. Believe it or not, Minecraft, it plays rough. Even the vanilla Minecraft plays rough on my PC. I don't know what it is, but it just happens to be the combination of hardware does not like the software from Minecraft. So I do play Realms with Captain Caveman when he's not grounded from his tablet. But we do have our own little Realms server that him and I can play on. And yeah, we go down into the nether and I'll start hitting stuttering frames and things like that. And I end up dying a lot. He giggles and then he collects all my goods and he's like, haha, Dad, that's all mine. Which is fine. I think it's cute. Right? So... you know, I'll have like, you know, 3 or 4 extra items on me and stuff like that I know that, you know, he hasn't collected, and then, you know, all of a sudden he'll have them. He's like, yes, you know, like quartz and things like that, right? So another quartz. So he loves it. Yeah, see, yeah, you know, Sonofa and I are both in the same boat, 3.5 gigahertz, like, and that's with my turbo on. I think it's like 3.2 without the turbo. But yeah, I got turbo turned on mine, so. Yeah, it helps a little bit, but I mean, you know, for the majority of the simulation games that I like to play and hang out with you folks with, it does pretty well. It does really well indeed. You know, should one day, you know, we happen to get, you know, somebody who, you know, who wants to sponsor the channel from a computer company, you know, and give me an awesome new rig, fantastic. Then this computer can go to Captain Caveman. This will be his computer on the living room TV, and he can have all the extra games and everything else that he likes to play on that. So do the family view thing with that for him, and that, so that way he can have as much fun on it as possible. All right, let's go take a look and see how much cash we've gotten so far. Let's see, we do got stacks on stacks, not so much. But we went from 68,000 to 71,000, so it doesn't take long. It does not take too long in order for that to pop. So now what I normally end up doing, because now we can get 7 of these baskets, I'll show you what I've been doing. No, the workers cannot clean, unfortunately. Easy on the ears. I shouldn't be that loud. All my equalizer settings, I'm pretty good, but yeah. Yeah, I don't stream that game anymore or anything else. We did way back in the past, back in the Justin TV days, and then when I first went over to Twitch, oh man, we played that so much that, you know, if it wasn't for Captain Caveman, I'd say I'm good for a while. I got burnt out on that pretty good. Lots of fun playing it back in those days, but now I'm just kind of just, you know, kind of just chilling with it for now. Alright, so this is what I do. I buy one particular item, put it into there. Then I'll come over here, buy another particular item. I think that's all the candies, right? There's no more on the other shelves? Nope, no more candies, okay. Oh. Okay, that wasn't happening before. No. Give me, don't. Ah! Everything went to hell real fast. Typical GG day. Everything goes to hell really quickly. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's okay. We got 20% happiness for it, so we'll take it. Oh, you're not a fan of Minecraft? Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like, I just burnt out on it. You know, I mean, back in the Justin TV days when, you know, we had 10,000 people watching all the time, and that was something else. Like, I mean, I learned really quickly on how to stream, that's for sure. But I was known as Gargoyle 420 in those days because I had just gotten my my license, my medical license type thing. This is pre-legalization in Canada. We're going back like, I think, 13 years now? Yeah, something like that. But anyway, so yeah. Your MSI had so many gaming settings it made you tired to trying to learn. Yeah, I know that feeling. Every time that OBS comes up with new updates and things like that, I find that, you know, I'm sitting there doing that, what? You know, trying to focus on everything that's going on with it. And it's like, you have a new update. And I dread them because it's like, oh, this is new stuff I got to learn. And it's so hard for me to learn the new things. Just because of the fog, I end up having to read something like 16 times over just to get, like, the first step figured out. So... yeah, good old fog. But hey, like I was saying earlier, you know, it's like, it's kind of nice that, you know, I can watch a movie the first time every time because I don't remember all of it. Oh, Mountain Life Simulator. I'm gonna have to check that one out. 1 second here. Hold on. Let's go over here. Click on Steam Store. Oh, I was also accepted into what do they call it? Oh, the playtest for... what was it? Sherwood. That's it, Sherwood. What the heck? I ended up setting up Family View or something like that. I think I'm going to disable the damn thing. Alright, so Evergreen. Mountain Life Simulator. Oh, I'll check this one out. Alright. Always interested in new games, so we'll go ahead and add that to the wish list, throw a follow on it, and then I can come back and really check that out as well. There was a prologue I see. Yep. We'll have to check that one out. But yeah, so Sherwood Forest Builder, something like that. What is it? Yeah, Robin Hood Sherwood Builders playtest. I have been accepted into that. It looks like I am able to stream that. They said it should come out tomorrow. So if it comes out before stream, folks, we'll go ahead and do that. What I'll do is tonight, even though I said I wasn't going to be doing too many videos, I will go ahead and play through a little bit of the Cars for Sale Simulator 2023 tonight and make a video on that. I'll try to get a couple of skill points built up. So I'll just do a hack and slash style video where, you know, I make some cuts and, you know, just basically show you the cars that I purchase and what I sell them for type deal. But, you know, probably won't show like the, you know, having get them repaired or anything. If I have any like fun incidences where, you know, things go flying like they did in the last live stream of the game, you know, I'll keep that, I'll keep the recording going, but I'll probably end up cutting those out in the videos. So yeah, I'll keep the funnies, but I'll cut out I'll cut out the non-filler stuff, you know, type stuff. I'll just kind of make it rather short and quick for you guys for the videos, you know. trying to get my audience retention up a little bit higher, and hopefully get YouTube to start recommending my my channel a little bit more out there. Like to see a little bit more forward growth. Like I said, I don't want to go too big too fast that we lose the, you know, the quality of the people that are here. You know, because, I mean, you guys are all awesome. I love hanging out with you guys all the time. And I don't want to lose that, you know. I don't want to lose the ability to, you know, catch 95% of the conversations. I knew I remembered you from back in the Justin TV days. I was Deathridge and Lancey Poo mod. Nice! Oh, that's awesome, Sanofa. I had Lady Black was my mod, and she was unreal. She, no problem handling 10,000 viewers at once. Like, she could keep on top, you know, slap the band hammers down, you know, give people the warnings and stuff. Like, and we didn't have slow mode, so that chat was flying. I'd end up having to click on the chat and scrolling up. Like, I'd play the game for about 20 minutes, and then I'd take 5 minutes and read through a bunch of the chat because it was just flying so fast. It was just crazy. And then when Justin TV wanted to start selling, or when they wanted to sell the business, they're like, yeah, look, you know, you guys, you got to change your name. You know, we don't want to have any association with paraphernalia and blah, 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 blah. You know, you might have a license and everything else, but, you know, this is not how we want to have our business portrayed. So they pretty much said, you know, you have 30 days to change your account name, or they were going to shut it down for me. So I changed it over to GaminGargoyle, and I was that for about 2 weeks on Justin TV before all of a sudden I got a notice that, hey, we're selling to Amazon. And it was like, oh, okay. Then they switched over to help me mod with the scripts. Gotcha. That totally makes sense, man. That totally makes sense. I just, at the time when I first started, there was like 5 of us playing Minecraft at the time. Just, that was it. It was crazy at how many people were coming to view, especially because I was doing really weird things with the programming. Like, this was before they had the chickens and all that type of stuff. And so I was making automated machines, and people loved it. They thought it was just fantastic at the time. They're like, oh, I didn't know you could do this. You know, I was like, yeah, it's, you know, take a look at, you know, how the game's programmed. Yeah, of course you can do this, this, and this. Just here, I'll show you guys how to do this. And, you know, it just, just took right off. And then having to restart when they purchased as Twitch TV. So I captured the name GaminGargoyle, got the trademark and everything else for it. When I went through it, I did all right for the first little bit, but then when my son was born, I decided that, you know, hey, you know, kid's way more important, so I wasn't streaming nearly as much. I was only streaming like 2 days a week for, you know, about my usual 2 hours type of thing, and it just, the numbers just dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped, and it was like, wow, okay, so, and then I realized that, yeah, there was like over 600 people streaming the Minecraft, so I was like, we need to switch this up. So then I went and started doing the ATS, Farming Simulator 15, and then 17, and then I got burnt out on all of those because the amount of hours that I played in there. Hung out with the TMFL, with Mindscape and stuff like that, so we, I had a lot of fun, you know, I don't regret anything of it, you know. So then, you know, after I was starting to get a little bit of burnout from, you know, just always constantly playing video games, I moved over to Mixer and started doing cooking streams. Well, it was Beam at the time because they had instantaneous chat, right? So, I mean, there was less than a 1 second delay, so I was able to really keep on top of it with people and answer a whole bunch of questions and, you know, just hang out and had a good time. Yeah, the tomfoolery group was great. It was awesome. You know, the Scapes humor. I mean, I have a really dry, bland sense of humor in compared to Mindscape, but he also had, how am I going to put it? He had no couth, no filter. Everything was definitely game on. Hey, Roddy, how you doing, my man? How you doing? Yep. So they did a major update. I think it was like April 15th, and then a bug fix on April 17th, I believe it was. So while my internet was down, I didn't get an opportunity to do any streaming for it. But yeah, they definitely changed up the game quite a bit. So I restarted my save. and started off small with like one computer, which became two, which became four, which became like 13, and then like 22 or whatever it was. And then I let it play for a little while overnight, came back the next day, and I was able to completely fill this room and all the PCs with all the games and everything else. Now, I am not going to turn this on because I'm pretty sure that the music might be copyrighted, and we all know that, you know, GG can't stand the copyright strikes. Yeah. Yeah, that Faster Than Light was awesome, man. It was just freaking amazing. Absolutely loved it. I do hope that, you know, somebody comes up with that type of API again and YouTube purchases it, because I mean right now we're not doing too bad. We're about, you know, 5 to 6 seconds behind in delay time. The longer I stream, the longer it gets for you folks, but the only thing is that I can't stream in 4K. Not that my computer is capable of streaming in 4K, nor do I have the internet connection to stream in that way. But for those that do, it would be nice for them to be able to, so it can capture more and more of the pixels without the compression that the YouTube API or YouTube's API has. So, you know, I'm all about trying to give you guys the best of the best that I can do with my computer, and for myself as well, except for on the days where, you know, I'm just real grumpy and bitchy and, you know, just having a rough time with it. So I try not to, but there are some days when my love of gaming gets the better of me and I start, you know, spouting out what my brain is thinking without the filter. Oh man, Cars for Sale Simulator 2023 and Route 66. I played Route 66. I was severely disappointed. I mean, even Road Rash on the Sega Genesis looked better than it did. And then I started playing the Cars for Sale 2023, and between the combination of both of those, I was just like, what the hell is going on with these game developers these days? Does nobody go to school first? Is everybody just taught from videos on YouTube on how to make video games? But I gotta admit that Game Simulator 2023, they definitely have stepped up their game. They've done so much to it. I'm very impressed that, yeah, like I said, I'll probably try to get a video up for you guys tomorrow morning, and hopefully, with fingers crossed, I'll be into the Robin Hood Sherwood builders for stream tomorrow. Yeah, moon farming, I have that one as well. Made a Kick account this past weekend. Johnny mentioned it to me, and then in yesterday's stream, Split in Two happened to come by, and he basically was like, yeah, he wasn't too impressed with what their API is like as well. So, you know, he explained a couple things with it, and it was like, okay, well, you know, I'm very happy with the community I'm building up here on YouTube. I don't want to mess things up. I don't want to jeopardize it. I don't want my government stepping in going, oh, you're doing too much. I thought you said that you were disabled. So, you know what? We're just going to, you know, remove your AISH application and you can go and get a real job. Like, it's like, no, I can't. I will have a freaking heart attack. I can't do that as it is when I'm done streaming. I go for a half an hour lay down just to get things to calm down. If I sit for more than an hour and a half to 2 hours, my legs start jittering all over the place. They just can't handle it. I gotta move. Yeah, I gotta move, but then I can't move too much, you know? It's a fine art of balancing, but yeah. Since I've been on the income supports, I've had, I shit you not, I've had over 6 different caseworkers, and over 6 different times they call me and like, hi, I'm your new caseworker, say, you know, Janice. Well, hi, Janice. She goes, can you please explain your disability to me? I'm like, what? The previous worker didn't hand off all the paperwork and everything else that I had to fill in already? Like, come on, I'm getting sick and tired of having to divulge all my information to you guys, you know, like, do you not have any inter-office connections with this stuff? Does the computer not keep things saved? Oh, well, I'm just, you know, just trying to, you know, have a bit of a personal connection with my newest clients. And it's like, first of all, you use the word client instead of individual. So that just makes me feel like I'm a number, you know, like, and just basically tells me that, you know, you don't care. You're doing this for a paycheck. So, yeah, you know what? Read the doctor's notes, you know, and I've had enough of it, you know, explaining everything to, you know, somebody that, you know, doesn't give a crap. It's like, yo, oh, whoa, there was a bit of a jump there. Why did my door close? I did not close door. Interesting. Why is this door? Somebody's been in my house, Goldilocks says. Okay, so it looks like we're hungry and we're thirsty, so let's go get ourselves some more foods. Then we might have to go get some more juices. Yeah, exactly. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. But, you know, I have to admit, by playing the video games and hanging out with you folks in live streams and that, it makes it so that it's dealable. I can deal with it, you know. But if you know, that 1 month, yes, it was good for a mental break. You know, for the month and a half that I wasn't able to stream, it was good for a bit of a mental break. But at the same time, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I could feel depression starting to kick in. You know, it's like, wow, you know, I was like, I really miss hanging out with all you folks. So, definitively, you know, this is the best medicine for me, is to hang out, you know, be social and everything here for sure. Yeah, the damn twitch that I get. So what Little Mac is talking about is, you guys seen it on like Ranch Simulator where I can empty a revolver. Like, you know, it sounds like I took 3 shots, but the entire 6 shots in the revolver is gone, empty, because just my finger just twitches every once in a while. Same thing, I get shoulder twitches, I get leg twitches all the time. It's mostly, you know, my muscle disorder is mostly in my legs, but yeah, I still get in some of the other, my other limbs, like my hands and stuff like that, you know. I get trigger lock every once in a while with my finger and that too, so yeah, just part and parcel. Well, yeah, it is huge, and it's huge for a reason, because it's good therapy. You know, like one of the best things that psychologist people did was like, yeah, dude, stream, or like, you know, like you can't get out and about to hang out with your friends and go camping and everything else like you used to. Yeah, go ahead, start streaming. You know, yeah, make friends that way. Yeah, and it's like, you know what? Yeah, I should try that. And yeah, no, I did. And worked out very, very, very well. Quite enjoyed that. Now we're going to grab a bunch more of these here. Just had to walk around the corner, pick up some more. This should get us through a day or two. And we'll go use the outhouse. Anything else, they don't keep your paperwork at the time it's in their hand. It sounds good, then they'll say okay, then toss in the trash. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that they do, man. I don't know what they do, but yeah, I mean, I've gone through so many caseworkers, and every time that I get a new one, they're like, tell me your life story, and then you can hear them shuffling paperwork and typing on the computer, and it's like, yo, what was my name again? 1 sec, and then you can hear them clicking, going back to the window that they're supposed to be on during the call, right? Then you ask them, like, you know, like, are you overworked? You know, type of thing. Well, yeah, you know, I gotta go through 200 clients a day, and it's like, seriously, you're doing 200 clients a day? No wonder why. You know, yeah, you're definitely overworked. Yep, pretty much reading a script. Yep, pretty much. You know, I agree with that. No, like even doctors and everything else too. It's just, you know, it's just sad state of affairs nowadays, guys. Just sad state of affairs. Nobody cares anymore. You know, to them, it's a job. It's not a calling. You know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to teach Captain Caveman that, you know, to have a big heart. Be understanding of everything in everyone's situation. Not everything is, you know, is a normal lifestyle for everybody, you know. Be tolerant. Just don't give in to the Karens and the those who have, you know. I have no issues with people with mental health problems having rights, but at the same time, I don't think that they should be able to dictate to me what I can and cannot do in life. Alright, let's see here. Get rid of the majority so people aren't complaining. We want them to all think that we have the greatest gaming club in town, even though we're the only gaming club in town, so we have no competition. But still, yeah, you know, you gotta be like a TikToker, and, you know, my self-worth is only as good as my reviews or how many followers I have. And if you don't have any followers or you don't have a TikTok account, well, then you're just not relevant. Like, really? That's how people think? Yep. Sure as hell, there's a lot of them that do that. There is a ton of them that do that. And I saw a chair that got waxed out over there. And so that computer ain't making me money, so we're gonna have to go over there and fix that. So that's one of the downfalls of having as many PCs in these rooms as possible. And I'll just give you a better shot of that. Right here. It's like, it says that the chair is connected and the computer's good, but in all reality, nobody will sit here. So you gotta pick it up. And you gotta place it down. And now you can see that this guy's sitting backwards. It's hitting this chair. That's what happens. So that's why it got knocked around. Same thing with these ones here. When somebody sits here, they'll push right up against this. Then you get two people sitting in it, and sometimes both these chairs explode when they stand up. Now, do I have anybody stuck in a corner anywhere? Nope, just this one guy. You know, your wife is probably already called missing persons. Just saying, you've been standing here for days, my man. If you make a mess on the floor, I'm going to give you the mop, and you can clean the whole building, okay? Oh, hello, are you deaf? Are you blind? Talk to me! Anyway. Yeah, no, that's I've had to say that too, you know. It's like, well, you know, is there a cure for chronic pain? If you can find one. I mean, I am multiple chemical sensitive, so I mean, 3 times now I've been put in the hospital because the doctors are like, "No, here, try this new medication." It's like, I'm chemical sensitive. You know, I can't take the chemicals without my kidneys starting to shut down, and I really don't want to be on dialysis. Like I said, you know, I go in with a form that I show my doctor, and I'm like, if you put me on medications and I end up having to go on dialysis because you killed my kidneys, I'm holding you personally responsible. And just think of how your kids are going to be like, well, yeah, my daddy was a doctor and made thousands and thousands of dollars, but he lost it all because, you know, he did a bad thing. You know, like, do you want your kids looking at you like that when you're sitting in jail? And 9 times out of 10, they don't try to push those pills on me no more. You know, they just go back and they start, you know, ripping through the computer and going, oh, Jesus, you had serotonin syndrome. And yet there was no medications that you were on, nor was anything in your bloodstream that says that you should have gotten serotonin syndrome. Like, yeah, I am just chemical sensitive. Then I had the one doctor, he's like, dude, you know, like, here, you know, I'm going to send you off to this particular doctor that, you know, prescribes, you know, medical cannabis, and, you know, give that a try. We did that, and there was an immediate 45% reduction in my symptoms, and I could move around. It was like, oh my God. And so I've been using CBD religiously. I mean, I have gone from eating meat, you know, on an average of 5 to 6 times a week. Now I eat meat like 3 times a week just so that I can afford the CBDs. Yeah, good point, Jack. Venomous. Yeah, good point. A patient cured is a customer lost. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. But yeah, because of the CBDs, I'm more capable now than I was, you know, 10 years ago for moving around. If it wasn't for the CBDs, I wouldn't have lasted as long as I did with mental health. Dude, you're sitting on my personal PC. You better be paying extra for that, pal. Yeah, just saying. This is supposed to be my office. I would like to be able to put a door in here, but none of these doors seem to fit here. So I was like, all right, well, not going to bother. Of course, this is an archway, so you can't put any doors in there. Let's see here. Nope, don't have nearly enough monies yet. But yeah, this has been the update here, folks. Is there anything else in the update that I'm missing that I haven't shown off? I've done the skills. I've done the skills. I've shown off all the computers. I've shown off the air conditioning. I've shown off the putting the baskets in the vending machine. What possibly could be left that I'm missing? If there is anything, if you guys are watching this later on, please let me know. You know, I kind of like being a little bit ahead here. I've never done that before. I've never gone really ahead in the game and then shown it off to anybody. So, with this being the case, I kind of like what's going on here. Because I can hang out and really read the chat more because I'm not having to super focus on everything that's going on, like, you know, buying a new computer, fixing a computer, you know, that type of stuff. So I got this recycle can, still haven't figured out how to use it. I'm not sure how it works, but it's there. Yeah, the Asperger's syndrome, gotcha. Yeah, you know, and that's awesome too. We, you know, I do have a community of people who are also, you know, on the challenge side, let's say, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we have daily living challenges, and I think it's awesome because we group together. You know, it's not like a pity party or anything along those lines. Like, you know, we're not in it for that. We're in it for just hanging out and, you know, and having a good time, which I think is, you know, the best way to do things in life, you know, in my opinion, allegedly. You know, it's like nothing like having a place where you can go where, you know, it's like, oh, you know, I'm not the only one, so all right, right on, you know. You don't feel like a freak in the middle of the room, you know. 'Cause, I mean, when I walk around, I walk funny, right? Because I have no ankle movement. I mean, I have less than like 6 degrees ankle movement, so I mean, it looks like I'm walking in ski boots all the time. And you know, I get looks all the time from people, you know, like, what the hell is this problem? Oh, I mean, I had one guy come up to me and he's like, you know, it's gay people like you that give other gay people a bad reputation. You know, if you're going to let them do you in the ass, you shouldn't be walking around the next day. And I'm like, what? And then my wife just happened to come walking around the corner with the shopping cart. And I'm like, can you talk to my wife about this? Because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. He's like, oh, with the way that you're walking, I thought that, you know, you and your boyfriend had some fun time. I'm like, no, I have a physical disability, you asshat. What the fuck? Who the hell gives you the right to just get out of my face? You know, like, what? You know, like, weird, you know, just because I have super long hair and I walk funny doesn't mean I play for that side of the fence. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I love the ladies. I mean, I'm a typical male. If there was 2 ladies out there that would love me, I'd love 2 ladies back. But, you know, it's just, I got issues with my mobility. Come on now. You know? So, oh, I heard another, somebody told me, he's like, there's Karens and there's Chads. So is the Chad the new male version of the Karen? Is that how that's working? I mean, I don't keep up with, you know, stuff like that. I'm just curious. Is that what's going on? Is that, you know, I got the Karen reference there, but I mean, I've been seeing this, you know, oh, you know, I ran into a Chad the other day and I was like, what the hell? I mean, I know there's, what was it? What was Chud? What was that movie? Oh, Cannibalistic Humans Underground Degenerates or something like that. But you know, apparently now it's, the reference is Chad or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, I don't put too much into it. You know, it's like, you know, people are like assholes. You know, everybody's got one. Yeah, and I also look at it too. People can have bad days, but I mean, you know, just blatantly to be that rude about things is just like, what? What bus station did you get off today? Are you not getting any lovin's? You know, like, come on now. You know, would you say that in front of your children? Is that how you'd really want your children to view their father? You know, or mother for that reason? Yeah, just weird. Just weird. You always call the male Karens a Ken? Oh, like, oh, okay, I see. Okay, I got you. I got that reference. Okay, I got you. I think I saw an advertisement for a trailer for Barbie, and I think it was, oh, what's her name? Robbie Margot? Is that her name? It was the Harley Quinn lady. I think she's playing in it. I think she's the actress in it. Sorry. Actor. Back in my day, it was an actor and actress. I don't know why you would think it's rude not to be considered, you know, that actress would be a rude label. You know, like, interesting. But apparently they just want to all be called actors. Like, all right. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, like, it doesn't matter what you got, you know. You're still a human being, and you're still A-okay in my books. You know, like back in the day, 7-Eleven used to have a campaign. It was with Fido, the stick guy, and they had some T-shirts, and I loved it because it was, you are who you are, and who you are is okay. Like, that was their stick for the longest time, and yeah, I live by those rules. You know, you can be a dick all you want, but at the end of the day, you know, you are who you are. So, yeah. You can have a good day the next day. Hopefully your day gets better. I can't sweat the things I can't control, and people's attitude. I can't control it. I don't want to control it. I don't want to ever be, you know, I don't want to be the what do they call it? Oh, what are those people with hero complexes, like the god complexes or anything? You know, well, you know, if I was God, I'd make this change and this change and this change and this change. And no, I don't even really think about what I would do if I was a god, because I wouldn't want to be in that position. Like, no thanks, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to have to worry about everybody else's problems. I have enough problems on my own that I can hardly take care of, let alone try to worry about everybody else's in the entire universe, you know what I mean? My ego ain't that big. You can get in less trouble by just calling them a douche. Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Why do we need to have subtypes? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm video game crazy, you know. So I mean, you know, quite literally, somebody says, "Oh, you're crazy." I'm like, yeah, yeah, I am. I'm video game crazy, definitely. I quite enjoy the video games. It's what helps me, you know, take my brain off of the tingling in the muscles, the paresthesia, or the cramping, or the extreme tightness that, you know, I have to deal with every day just to get around, just to even make breakfast in the morning. You know, like it's a good time for me to just kick back, relax, unwind, like the saying of the channel is. That's the whole point of it. You know? I don't like it when I get all worked up over things. It's just doesn't need to be that way. You know? Yeah, I do have passion, definitely. You know, sometimes that passion comes through a little bit loud when my filter's not on, because I've been dealing with, you know, whether it be headaches or, you know, muscle cramps and stuff like that. But yeah, we're all human. I mean, come on, with over 2,000 videos, I mean, you know, I gotta screw up once in a while. It's all part of being human. I'm not a robot. You know, program error code 404. No, like, no, it's just, you know, it happens. We're only human. But yeah, there's really not much. Actually, there's nothing left in game that I can currently do at this time, but I definitely wanted to showcase you guys what is possible with given a little bit of time and patience with the game and that. Like, as you, we haven't seen have you seen any footprints come into here? So once you start getting these major, you know, upgraded computers and everything else. Yeah, exactly. You got to grow as an individual, otherwise you're stagnant, and, you know, what type of life is that? I mean, who wants to be, you know, living in a swamp of life, you know? You'll only find the mosquitoes there. So, thirst, happiness, hunger, urine, we're all good for that. Let's see. Okay, what do we have for the cash now? So we're at 73K. 77K, so 4,000. So definitely by having all these computers at, you know, $20 an hour, like, I mean, we got pages upon pages upon pages of computers here. We have, it says 56, but do we even start at number one? I don't know about that. Oh yeah, it does. So number one. So yeah, we got 56 computers in this building. We got $77,137 in our pocket. We have another 1,128 for our front clerk. So yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right indeed. Ah, thank you, Penny. We loves you too. Yeah, big heart, big smiles. Penny always makes your day happier. That's for sure. People didn't force or if people didn't or forced to set their goals too high, there'd be less suicides and people whining and taking a defense on everything said. You know, like, I totally get it. I mean, you know, but there's also times too, like, okay, so even if I do get the assured income supports, it's still less than the poverty line to live in Alberta. Like, you are living at a loss. And they think that they've done you just a big favor by giving you a 6% raise in November for 12% worth of inflation across the board? Yeah, sure, groceries have only gone up 10% in inflation on average, but anything that is a staple unit of food has gone up well over 25 to 30%. Like, look at milk, eggs, cheese, you know, beef. I mean, geez. But none of the original primary systems are getting that money. It's all going to the fat cats. It's going to the corporations. It's not going to the farmer. It's not going to the meat processors. It's all going to, the corporations, and yet the corporations are the one that get the biggest tax break, which I think is bogus. Everything's backwards. But that's my opinion. Yeah, don't try to be the best. Just try to do your best. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be the best at something to know that you've done your best. Like, come on now. I mean, if I were to get an electric bike, I'm not going to try to be the best cyclist that's out there. I'm going to do the best that I can to ride as often as I can without hurting myself. Or anybody else for that matter, Like, come on now. Yeah. What is it? Cub Scouts, I think, have that logo or that slogan, right? Do our best, do your best. But it doesn't say, to be the best. So I think that's a great way to live, do the best that you can and don't expect more from yourself. Yeah. Like 7-Up said, you are who you are and who you are is okay. Hey, that guy's gone. That guy is finally gone. His wife must have come over here and drug him out by his ear going, "You spend too much time at that gaming club. You might not spend any money, but you spent too much time there. You'd rather play with his hardware than my software. How dare you?" But chish, right? Yeah. Just gotta throw in something silly once in a while. All right, so yeah, this is the game now. So I am playing Mopping Simulator 2023. No, it's my gaming club. I like the game, for as hard work as it does for the time that it takes to get you to where I'm at right now. I quite enjoyed every minute of it. I'm glad I've been able to showcase off to you guys what I've done during that little month and a half break. But yeah, I really recommend purchasing this game. It's at a great price point for the amount of hours of entertainment that you can get from it. So if you haven't already, the links are down in the description below for a quick find. You can find it on Steam, and I hope you get as much enjoyment out of as much of it as I have. But at the same time, as I say, before you purchase any game, find your favorite streamer, find a couple of different video content creators as well. Go through it, listen to their feedback, and figure out if the game is right for you. So what goes on in the game from the start, videos from when we first started off from a very empty building in the small little building. I just happened to get a little bit farther ahead in that time frame. It just doesn't stop. Would you people wipe your feet before entering, please? Yeah. Yeah. Or somebody else's joystick. There we go, folks. But yeah, I think we've been live for almost an hour and a half here. Let me just take a look. Hold on. Yeah, it says I've been streaming for about an hour and 23 minutes. All right, let's get that light turned back on here, shall we? Oh, okay. Yeah, the light turned on with one click now. Go figure. Of course, and I'm glad that with one touch it turns on to the highest, brightest settings. So, all right, here. So there we go, folks. Y'all are awesome and amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here today. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've had a good time. You've had enough to kick back, relax, unwind. Feel that you've been part of this amazing growing community where we have lots of fantastic folks hanging out, all of like-minded gamers. So thank you. You make my day every day. Huge shout out and special thank you to the newest platinum member, Little Mac. Thank you so much for joining back to the membership. I hope you enjoy yourself as well as enjoy all the content that we bring forward. It's always nice hanging out and talking with you. He's joining the special ranks of all these, what? Nope, that's not it. Wrong button. Polarized lenses. It's this button right below it. There we go. So, yeah, there we go. Channels, members, thank you so much. Ebuzz, Shane, Indigo, William, Karsten, Spider-Rat, Devin, Any64, Jack, Lean, William, Eden, Renee, AO, Mike, Richard, Blaine, Martin, and Ian, as well as, why did it not update with Buds? So there's Buds in there and now Little Mac's in there. So I'll have to go back in and see. Oh, I forgot to update it in OBS. That's what it was. I updated it in the Premiere, but I forgot to update that. As always, thank you for your support. Without you folks, I wouldn't be allowed to do what I do. So you guys are absolutely amazing. You almost bought a Pong system. I have the original Coleco Pong. I do. One of the cords is ripped on it, so yeah, if I wanted to get it fixed, I could, but just now's not the time. But as always, you know how it goes, folks. Thank you so much for watching. No matter where you are in the world today, hope you have yourself a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, good night. Thank you for taking the time to kick back, relax, unwind with me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Laters. Peace out, y'all.